as I promised, I'm going to do another one in the same style as last time. The reason I'm doing this is I'm actually getting back into it. I'm quite enjoying it, but it's because people have been asking. It's going to be similar to the stuff I did for, I can't remember the company's name, they're quite big. But it's similar to this. It's if you watched the last video, you know, but pencil, and then lots of pen and ink, and blacking in and stuff, and then painting over the top. This is acrylic, exactly the same process, just colour. Some other examples here from the same company. Exactly the same process. That one's a bit more detailed. I was probably more careful with the drawing and the pen and ink there. This is probably what I'm going for today, that sort of feel, that sort of quickness, roughness, or comiciness to it. Anyway, start off with drawing as usual. I'm going to start with blue pencil, because when you put down the lines, they're not definite, they're easy to work over or erase. And these are just for the bare bones, the big shapes. And then I'll be drawing proper, getting more detail in. And then the end of this phase will be inking. And for this I'm using those. Whatever that is, that's a big marker I think for the big areas of black. And those. But it's just waterproof ink. Any waterproof ink will do for that face. Here she goes. It'll be the same sort of theme as last time. Big blokes, big guns, very homoerotic, but I like that sort of thing. And spikes, of course. Yeah, so let's go. Right, so very similar process to the last one, if not exactly the same. I've managed to not be lazy and do a thumbnail again. Usual procedure, as I've shown you in previous videos. Small thumbnail, although I did this on my iPad. And then blew it up, printed it onto A4. And it's basically just telling me where to put the main shapes. Also the darkest areas I want to keep dark and the lightest areas. There's a lot of information in there that you won't see. It's almost like shorthand. I'll know what I wanted to do there originally and I'll focus on that and work on that. But I've also left a lot of very spurious areas where I can just make it up as I go along, basically. But obviously I'm not making up as I go along. I've got an idea in my head, but the details are still variable at the moment. But you can see the reason that we do thumbnails. We've got the main shapes here. And so when I'm transposing onto this with my trusty blue pencil, keep the lines light, just get these main shapes in. And then go back and slowly work in some more shapes. And as you're doing that, you'll be getting ideas from these shapes of what to do when you come to the finer details and things like that. The paper I'm using is noise. That stuff. It's basically 100% Conan watercolor board. And now it's usually okay working directly onto it, although you might find it better if you do a quick prime over it for the acrylic and even the drawing over the top. But this is fine. And yes, let's get going. Hello again. Right, halfway through-ish painting phase. So you saw me ink it in, black in the darkest areas, stuff like that. Kind of loosely stating where I want the light to come and stuff. But really, as far as lighting goes, I'm going to be working from a thumbnail still. It's quite a detailed thumbnail, to be honest, but I'm not saying it was deliberate, but I like the way that sort of shows light there. It's insinuating a bit of light there anyway, and I'm gonna capitalize on that. So yeah, pretty straightforward. I'll start with washes, again building up the light and shadow, and then I'll start going in more opaque, building up the layers. I think that's it, yeah. Using these brushes for anyone who's interested. A couple of pointy ones and a couple of flat ones. And just straightforward acrylic, black and white. And some water. And some paper. And let's go. So, another one bites the dust. Yeah, I'm happy. I thought I'd do something themed on my Hate comics. So I've done Hate in Space, or maybe HATEY.K. I don't know what I'll call it, but I might do some more characters from the comic setting in the future. Hate in Space, I like that one. Yeah, so that was good. Pretty straightforward. I forgot to mention that I coated the paper first with a matte medium, acrylic matte medium. Just gives it a bit of tooth, and it's nice for the wash stage, but it's not essential. But it turned out well. So thanks again for watching, and subscribe as well as like. I'll keep saying that until you do. And thanks very much to Conan for letting me use the music. Brilliant boys, brilliant boys. They've got a new album coming out very soon as well, which is fantastic. And of course, thanks to Fondle Corpse for their support and letting us use their brilliant music. I might do another one next time, or I might do a goblin to break up the monotony. And I'll see you then. Thanks very much.